For over 3 decades, Coronation Street viewers have laughed, cried, and grown up with one of the soap's most beloved and iconic characters, Steve McDonald. Played by Simon Gregson since 1989, Steve has become more than just a character, he's a fixture in British popular culture. Now, as the actor reflects on his remarkable 35-year journey on the cobbles, he's made a heartfelt declaration about his future with the show, and fans can breathe a sigh of relief. At the same time, the show continues to evolve, with fresh exits and entrances shaping the ever-changing landscape of Weatherfield. One such change is the recent departure of Lou Michaelis, played by Farrell Hegarty. Her dramatic storyline and emotional send-off bring a contrasting tone to the optimistic news surrounding Gregson's commitment. Let's take a deep dive into the latest developments surrounding Steve, Lou, and what they mean for the future of Coronation Street. Simon Gregson. A lifetime on the cobbles. Simon Gregson first appeared on Coronation Street in 1989, cast as the mischievous teenage son of Liz and Jim McDonald. What began as a supporting role evolved over the years into one of the show's most recognizable figures. From comedic blunders to heartbreaking losses, Steve McDonald has experienced it all, often multiple times over. Now, at the 35-year milestone of his tenure, Gregson has opened up about his long-standing role on the People Are Deep podcast. In a warm and candid conversation, the actor didn't mince words about his affection for the show and his future on it. "I wouldn't say no to being in Coronation Street, playing Steve, for the rest of my life," he shared. "For me, it was never about ambition. It was never about treading the boards and trying new things. It was always a job, a regular wage. I love what I do." These humble remarks echo a sentiment many fans already felt, that Simon Gregson and Steve McDonald are intrinsically linked. The actor's loyalty to the show and the team behind it shines through in every word. "I love the people that I work with. So as long as they'll have me, and pay me, I'll stay," he added with a chuckle, referencing the cast and crew that have become like a second family to him. Steve McDonald's evolution. From teen rebel to lovable rogue. Steve McDonald's on-screen journey has been as eventful as any soap fan could hope for. Over 35 years, he's experienced 7 marriages to 5 different women. Vicky Arden, Karen Phillips, Becky Granger, Tracy Barlow, twice, and Michelle Connor. Heartbreaking losses. From the death of his baby son Rory with Michelle to the tragic passing of his twin brother Andy. Business ventures. From driving cabs to managing the Rovers' return, Steve's career path has been as varied as his love life. Comedic relief. Whether caught in ludicrous misunderstandings or scrambling through half-baked schemes, Steve's knack for physical comedy has provided viewers with countless laughs. Through every up and down, Gregson's performance has remained authentic, grounding Steve's chaotic storylines in relatable humanity. His endurance on the show is no small feat, and fans seem eager for him to stick around for many years to come. The actor behind the character. While some soap stars use their platform as a stepping stone to other ventures, Gregson's relationship with Corey has always been different. Aside from a memorable stint in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, where fans saw his goofy, down-to-earth personality, he's remained firmly rooted in Weatherfield. Rather than chasing Hollywood or chasing highbrow theater roles, Gregson has chosen stability, loyalty, and passion for what he already has. "I'm just a guy doing a job I love," he said. "The rest doesn't matter as much." It's a refreshing take in an industry often obsessed with reinvention and reinvention again. For Simon, Steve McDonald isn't just a role, he's a part of who he is. A goodbye to Lou Michaelis, dramatic exit for a complex character. While Simon Gregson remains a cornerstone of Corey, the show recently said goodbye to another character, Lou Michaelis. Introduced in February and played by Farrell Hegarty, Lou's time on the show may have been brief, but it certainly made an impact. Lou's storyline climaxed with a shock twist. She lashed out at Gary Windass and is now facing the consequences with a prison sentence. Her arc dealt with grief, betrayal, and emotional instability, complex material that Hegarty handled with nuance and power. The character's emotional breakdown and the subsequent attack on Gary marked a turning point not just in Lou's narrative but also for several others on the show. The fallout continues to ripple through the community, even as Lou is now behind bars. Farrell Hegarty reflects on her final day. In a recent interview, actress Farrell Hegarty opened up about what it felt like to say goodbye to the Coronation Street set. "It was really sad," she admitted. "On your last day on set, they give you a little round of applause. Julia Golding, who plays Shona Platt, is one of my best mates and she popped round the corner." The actress also hinted that her departure from Corey isn't necessarily the end of her career in British television. I think Coronation Street is such an amazing platform, and I've had a couple of auditions, so we'll see what comes out of it. You never know what's around the corner. Though her time was short, Hegarty's performance was impactful, and Lou's complex emotional trajectory offered viewers a compelling, if tragic, glimpse into how grief can manifest in destructive ways. Two very different journeys. The contrast between Simon Gregson's steadfast tenure and Farrell Hegarty's quick but dramatic exit underscores what makes Coronation Street such a compelling show: its ability to tell both long-form, generational stories and shorter, intense arcs. Steve McDonald represents familiarity, history, and continuity. He's been there through the births, deaths, marriages, and disasters that have defined the street. Meanwhile, characters like Lou bring in bursts of drama, shake-ups, and emotional tension that move the plot forward and keep the energy fresh. These two narrative approaches work hand in hand to maintain the delicate balance that has kept Coronation Street relevant for over 6 decades. What's next in Weatherfield? With Steve still firmly part of the picture and Moira's story heating up over in Emmerdale, ITV's flagship soaps remain in fine form. For Steve, future storylines may explore new relationships, business challenges, or perhaps more family drama. He's rarely out of the spotlight for long. Fans have speculated that a possible rekindling of an old flame or even a career shake-up could be on the cards. After all, with a character so well established, there's a wealth of history to draw from. As for Lou, while she may be gone for now, soap exits are rarely final. Should the writers decide to revisit her character, perhaps after her stint behind bars, she could return to Weatherfield with a new outlook or unfinished business. A soap icon with no exit plans. Simon Gregson's heartfelt message has been warmly received by fans and co-stars alike. In an era when cast turnover can be high, his dedication brings a comforting sense of continuity. Steve McDonald isn't going anywhere, one fan posted online. He is Coronation Street, and that sentiment rings true. As Corey moves through the 2020s and beyond, characters like Steve, and actors like Simon Gregson, serve as living links to the show's rich history, while still engaging with its evolving future. Whether it's romantic misadventures, business blunders, or heartfelt fatherly moments, Steve McDonald has cemented himself as a legend of the cobbles. And if Gregson has anything to say about it, he'll be playing him for years, even decades, to come.